Welcome to this First Aid Pro original documentary. Today, we take a journey through the remarkable world of medical advancements. For centuries, disease has captivated the human imagination, provoking both fear and awe. Yet, with each groundbreaking discovery, we've moved closer to unraveling the intricate mysteries of illness and healing.
The Salk anti-polio vaccine is administered to 1 million children. When results are confirmed, polio is conquered.
These important medical breakthroughs have not only deepened our understanding, but have also paved the way for treatments that have saved countless lives. Medical imaging. The story of medical imaging begins with the invention of the X-ray, the first of its kind. In 1895, German physicist William Conrad Röntgen, while experimenting with electrical currents through glass cathode ray tubes, made a groundbreaking accidental discovery: electromagnetic radiation in the form of X-rays. This revolutionary breakthrough transformed medicine overnight. By the following year, Glasgow Hospital had opened the world's first radiology department, making the dawn of a new era in medical diagnostics. Ultrasound technology, though discovered years earlier, found its place in medical diagnosis in 1955, utilizing high-frequency sound waves to generate digital images. This innovation was nothing short of revolutionary, particularly in detecting prenatal conditions and abnormalities within the pelvis and abdomen. The progression continued in 1967 with the advent of computed tomography scanners, also known as CT scanners. This technology, combining X-ray detectors with computers, enabled the diagnosis of a wide array of diseases, becoming a cornerstone of modern medical practice.
Computer tomography enables a quantitative diagnosis of soft tissues to be carried out and represents an important supplementation of X-ray techniques used to date. Immediately after the examination, the radiologist can view on the screen of the monitor the X-ray image of a tissue layer situated at a right angle to the long axis of the body.
The next leap forward came in 1973 when Paul Loideber produced the first MRI machine, utilizing nuclear magnetic resonance data. MRI provided detailed images within the body, becoming an indispensable tool in detecting life-threatening conditions such as tumors, cysts, brain and spinal cord injuries, as well as certain heart and liver problems. Anesthesia. Before the mid-19th century, surgery was a terrifying prospect, undertaken only as a last resort. The pain was so unbearable that many patients chose death over the agonizing ordeal. While attempts to ease surgical pain date back to 4000 BC, it was in 1846 that history was made. William T.G. Morton successfully used ether as a general anesthetic during surgery, marking the turning point in medical practice. Shortly thereafter, chloroform, a faster-acting substance, became widely used, though it carried significant risks, with several fatalities casting a shadow over its use. Since the 1800s, medical science has developed much safer anesthetics, enabling millions of life-saving, painless operations to become a reality. Vaccines. Vaccines have a complex history, making it difficult to pinpoint exactly when they became a widely accepted practice. In 1796, with Edward Jenner's pioneering attempt to use inoculations against the dreaded smallpox virus, his success sparked a rapid rise in the development and adoption of vaccines. Through the 1800s and early 1900s, vaccines were created to combat some of the world's most deadly diseases, including smallpox, rabies, and tuberculosis.
Your child or any member of your family eligible for polio vaccine in your community should be vaccinated now. Vaccination now will save lives from death or paralysis this year. Make use of increasing supplies of vaccine. Help your child grow up strong and straight, free from crippling polio.
In a span of 200 years, smallpox was completely eradicated from the face of the earth. For centuries, vaccines have operated on a consistent principle until a breakthrough in technology introduced the mRNA vaccine. This new approach offered game-changing possibilities for the future of healthcare, proving its worth during the COVID-19 pandemic. In just a matter of months, 2 separate mRNA vaccines were developed, approved, and deployed, showcasing their high effectiveness, rapid development potential, and promising low production costs. Antibiotics. Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, marked a turning point in the battle against deadly bacteria. In 1928, the Scottish biologist famously stumbled upon the bacterial mold in a petri dish, a discovery that would revolutionize medicine. However, it wasn't until the 1940s that Fleming's groundbreaking findings gained the recognition they deserved. During World War II, American drug companies began mass-producing penicillin, thanks to the efforts of two other scientists, Australian Howard Florey and Nazi Germany refugee Ernest Chain. Their work on penicillin paved the way for a medical breakthrough that has since saved countless lives. Yet, over the years, certain bacteria has evolved, becoming increasingly resistant to antibiotics.
We put a normal petri dish thick agar with different amounts of antibiotic. By this process of accumulating successive mutations, that bacteria, which are normally sensitive to an antibiotic, can evolve resistance to extremely high concentrations in a short period of time.
This growing resistance has led to a global crisis, urging demanding new antibacterial treatments from the pharmaceutical industry. Immunotherapy. Immunotherapy, a treatment that harnesses the power of the immune system to combat disease, has been a century in the making. The story begins in the 1890s with the pioneering work of William B. Coley, who injected active bacteria into cancerous tumours, achieving remission in some patients. Yet, it is only within the last 40 years that significant strides have been made, particularly in cancer treatment. In the 1970s, antibody therapies were developed, and by 1991, researchers had produced the first cancer vaccine, which received FDA approval in 2010. Over the past decade, immuno-oncology has emerged as one of the most revolutionary cancer therapies in existence. Germ theory. Before the advent of germ theory, the prevailing belief was that disease arose from spontaneous generation, the idea that illness could materialize out of thin air, rather than being transmitted through the air or direct contact. In 1861, French microbiologist Louis Pasteur conducted a simple yet groundbreaking experiment that debunked the myth. He proved that infectious disease were caused by invasion of specific microscopic organisms, pathogens, into the living host. This revelation marked a pivotal moment in medical history, transforming the way diseases were treated, controlled, and prevented. It played a crucial role in curbing devastating epidemics like the plague and typhoid fever, which had claimed thousands of lives every year. Antiviral drugs. Throughout history, devastating viruses like smallpox, influenza, and hepatitis have ravaged human populations. While antibiotics revolutionized medicine in the late 1930s and 40s, the development of antivirals lagged behind, only gaining momentum in the 1960s. This delay was largely due to the complex structure of viruses, genetic material encased in a protective protein code which allowed them to hide and reproduce within the human cells. Because of this, early treatments struggled to target the virus without harming the host cells. Over time, antivirals have seen significant advancements. They now work by blocking the rapid reproduction of viruses and, in some cases, can even stimulate the immune system to attack the infection. The development of effective antivirals has been crucial in treating and controlling the spread of deadly outbreaks like HIV, AIDS, Ebola, and rabies. Organ transplants. In December 1954, Dr. Joseph Murray and Dr. David Hume achieved a groundbreaking milestone in medical history with the first successful kidney transplant in Boston, the United States of America. Although there had been many previous attempts, this was the first time an organ transplant recipient survived the operation. The success was due to overcoming key technical challenges, such as the connecting of blood vessels, proper kidney placement, and managing the immune response. The field of organ transplantation continued to advance rapidly. In 1963, the first lung transplant was performed, followed by a pancreas kidney transplant in 1966, and liver and heart transplants in 1967. These procedures have saved thousands of lives and have become increasingly innovative and complex over the years. Doctors have since accomplished extraordinary feats, including the first hand transplant in 1998 and the first full face transplant in 2010. Stem cell therapy. The remarkable potential of stem cells were first discovered when they were found in human cord blood. Stem cells are extraordinary for two key reasons. They are unspecialized cells capable of renewing themselves through cell division, even after periods of inactivity and under certain conditions. They can differentiate into any type of human cell. This discovery holds immense promise. Stem cell therapy has already been used to treat leukemia and other blood disorders that play a crucial role in bone marrow transplants. Ongoing research aims to harness stem cells for treating spinal cord injuries and neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and strokes. However, the use of embryonic stem cells raises ethical concerns, presenting significant challenges for researchers in the development of stem cell-based therapies. Artificial intelligence. Since the early 2000s, artificial intelligence has steadily evolved, leading to the development of groundbreaking technologies that have transformed the healthcare industry. Leading tech giants like Google, IBM, and Apple, along with innovative AI startups like OpenDialogue, are partnering with life science companies and research institutions to create more effective solutions for disease management and patient care. AI's current application in healthcare are diverse, ranging from disease diagnosis and drug discovery to personalized treatment plans, patient monitoring, and human-like chatbots. Additionally, many life science companies are leveraging towards AI to optimize processes, further accelerating the pace of change.